clearly I am not a curling hair person. Ugh. Hello, my gorgeous ones. My name is Alicia. This is Alicia Budget Beauty. I am starting this video off just like, I hope this is not a fail. Why the heck do I have falling apart hot rollers in my hair and dressed like, really I look like a granny. I do. I'm trying to look like a silent film star from the 1920s, but right now I look like I'm 60 and stuck in a time warp. But what the hell am I doing with this video? Let me tell you guys. So once a month, I am a part of a group called the Random Beauty Support Group, RBSG, and we have a random word that's selected each month, and one of the girls in the group is in charge of that word and then gives us a little bit of instruction, but really we get to just kind of do our own thing. So Jessica, pop her right here, is in charge of this month, and the word was quiet. So she first said she thought of mime or doing like a sewed shut mouth look. And I'm not like an SFX artist. Even whenever I do spooky, I want to be glamorous and pretty. That's just my thing. It's my vanity. Okay. Why I'm like dying right now looking like I'm 90 years old. But so when she also said, or do like a silent video, I thought of the silent film era. And I was like, ooh, their makeup was always so just kind of intriguing to me. And so I wanted to research it a little bit and kind of create like a silent film era actress heroine look. Hence why I'm wearing feathers, robe, and pearls. And hopefully why I'm going to look like a starlet and not like I'm 90. So if you want to see what I do and see if I transform myself, keep on watching. Okay, you guys, I'm just as interested as you are. And also, I have not curled my hair in probably 4 or 5 years. I'm lazy with my hair. This is one reason why I don't do it, because I suck at it. I'm terrible. Like, I get so mad. I know when I take these out, they're going to be tangled and I'm going to be screaming, and I probably won't curl my hair for another 5 or 6 years, but I'm doing this for you guys. Also, I'm filming with a new phone. So I'm able to do the cinematic. This is new for me with the blurred out background, and I hope this is gonna make my videos a little bit better. So silent film era, what was it mainly about? I did a little bit of research and it was really interesting. So it did not allow like blue light did not transfer onto film. And so because of that, it said that a lot of times things appeared more red, dirty, muddy. Colors obviously showed up opposite and different than what they appear in real life. So for instance, when the women look like they're wearing like a dark, like almost black lipstick, they said they're usually wearing like a bright red. If they went darker, it would look completely black. And they did yellow powder usually to not have that stark white ghostly face. There were a lot of adjustments that had to be made. They used like grease paint, and powder was talc and baking soda, I believe, or baking powder. So they just did the best with what they could. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to contour a little bit. Now, I don't know that they really contoured necessarily, but it looked like they did. But I think that was mainly because of that lighting and how like their blush would appear really dark. And when in actuality, it was probably more of like a bright red. It did say that they tried to match their blush to their lips. So that's kind of what I'm going to do as well, or attempt that. But it did always kind of look like they had these hollowed out cheeks a little bit. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and contour with a cool toned cream contour. And this is from Kiko Milano. This is actually a really, really good contour stick. So we'll just get all sculpted a little bit here. Plus I need it because I have a big forehead. So like your girl is going to contour some, okay? All right, so powder, I decided to test this for the first time. This is Real Her Set Your Goal Blurring Veil Powder. I just got it in Boxy. Never tried it before, but it looks like it's a little bit yellowish in tone. And so I thought it'd be a good time to try it. And we're just going to set the skin a little bit here. Oh, I think this is pretty blurring so far. Ooh, I kind of like this powder first impression. Definitely blurring. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. I'm going to do a little bit more. It did say that they would lightly powder their face, but I also have to think like the powders they were using back then, like I said, like talc and baking powder or cornstarch. That's what it was. It's cornstarch. That had to be pretty like heavy and mattifying, I would think. So no wonder they kind of went a little bit lighter with that. Okay, now I'm actually going to add a little bit more bronzer. I don't think I brought, shoot. I did not bring my bronzer brush in here. Well, I'm going to improvise a little bit. I'm going to use this for the nose. And this is a PYT Beauty. I love this bronzer, by the way. It is the Faux Sun Bronzer in Bali. And it's really, really, really good. Ooh, I just got a bunch. I didn't mean to get that much. So I'm just going to kind of contour the nose here. And blend this out. Okay, I'm actually just going to use my blush brush since I have it here to just kind of, oops, I used the wrong one. Add a little bit more contour to the cheeks. Whoa, whoa. Now I am getting that like, oh my gosh, major hollowed effect. Dang, I gotta buff that out. But that's kind of what their cheeks look like when you see those old silent films, you know, like the creepy ones. Or hello, Bride of Frankenstein. She has those major like, you know, crazy cheeks. This hair, I cannot wait to take that down. The hair is driving me crazy. Okay, next up I'm going to take my Besame It's Belle blush palette, and we're going to use Muérdeme. Make sure to cover myself. I don't want my silent film to be X-rated. Okay, this is actually, it's a pretty bright, like corally red shade. It's a feather. You guys, what is this video? What is this video? Oh my goodness. Okay. So yeah, we're going to do these bright red. And again, like obviously these colors don't appear on screen in the silent film. It's black and white, but they use bright shades like this in order to not look just either completely washed out or like their cheeks were purple or black. They had to use certain colors like bright red. Okay. Payaso, clown, or silent film starlet, you guys decide. You guys will be the judge. Maybe payaso. That's clown in Spanish, by the way. All right. Even though they didn't say anything about highlighting, I'm going to use it because I love highlighting. And there was always that kind of like glow look on screen, which I'm sure it was just like a soft focus filter or something that they had. So, and this will kind of cut down that like sharpness of this red right here in the blush. Oh, and this is the Wet n Wild loose highlighter in something. I can't find the name, but I love these. I have all the shades. They're really, really underrated. So good. So glowy, this highlighter. Have you guys seen Mommy Dearest? Like, oh my gosh. Like the hanger scene. I mean, I feel like I'm Mommy Dearest right now. I think it's the hair. It's got to be the hair that makes me look like old. Okay, so now I'm going to take this setting spray. This is new for me. This is Dear Midnight Set to Last. Really pretty bottle. Does that focus? I'm still figuring out this camera. How do you do it? I don't know how to use this new camera yet. Anyway, we're going to try this new setting spray. I got it in Boxy. Ooh, smells pretty good. It's got a strong sprayer. Okay. All right, next I'm going to do the eyebrows, and the eyebrows back then were like pencil thin. Like they literally, I don't know if they shaved their eyebrows, but they drew them on. So I'm going to make them super thin. I'm not going to do this on camera. I'm going to do this off because I don't like to watch people do their brows. It's boring. So I'll be right back. Okay, brows are kind of hard because I have very sparse brows, but they're shorter and sparse and kind of wide and short. So to create a skinny, long brow effect is kind of hard for me, especially with this one. It's thicker, but drew my brows on. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm not feeling like such an old lady right now, a little bit. So their eyeshadow, it said they typically, we know that dark, deep set where it looks like they're wearing heavy, heavy, heavy liner. And they would do that because they said without, it just looked like gaping black holes, their eyes, like you can't see their eye color. And it said especially if they had bright blue, I don't know why, looked even more like black holes. I don't know why your darker eyes wouldn't. Anyway, so they use brown, green, and blue eyeshadow corset translated different on the black and white, and then black liner to really smudge black shadow. So I pulled out my Sydney Grace Tintalia Quintessential Deep Palette because we have some black and brown in here. And I'm not going to do very much. I'm just going to put like a little brown down on the lid. I'm actually just going to take, it's pretty dark. It's called Parallax right here. It's a cool toned brown. And I'm just really going to set... Oh, I had another shade on this brush. I thought I got it off. Well, shoot. I guess we're going for like a gray, smoky. Actually, I think that kind of works anyway. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of blend that in. And I don't even really care. Like, I'm going to smoke it out. It doesn't even matter if it looks kind of smudgy because that's how their eyes looked. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side. Okay, next I'm going to take this shade called Umbra or Umbra. And it looks like it is a, I don't think I've touched this one in here. I haven't. This palette's amazing, by the way. It is a very opaque looking black. And I'm going to take this pencil brush from, I think this is Perfusion. And I am just going to take this black right along the top lash line and the bottom. And then I'm going to really just smoke this out since they had those really heavily black lined eyes. This black is good. This black is really, really, really good. You guys, I don't know what happened with the lighting. Now I look all, I don't know. this new phone and the cinematic, I'm not sure if it's the right thing to film in. By the way, I'm taking this Wet n Wild pencil liner now, gel pencil from the Lilo and Stitch collection, and just making sure my tight line is really, really opaquely black. But yeah, this lighting, it looks kind of, yeah, this is not right. I don't know. But hey, at least we're filming a video about black and white and colors not being quite as they appear. So let's just go with the theme. But I am kind of liking how this is looking now. Like I'm feeling way more glamorous. I guess that's the magic of makeup, right? Makeup and cinema. Okay, I'm gonna put on a little bit of mascara and then we're gonna do our lips. Okay, I went ahead and turned on my lights in here to try to, I think it makes it look a little bit more like this is what my face really looks like. That we've gone through different lighting as we've been in here, because I first thought I looked terrible and made my skin look bad, and then it looked like way too airbrushy with the lights off and the way that the light from the vanity is coming in, which by the way, I'm sitting in front of my vanity and it's very like how I imagine, and I did read that they always got ready in front of a vanity when they were doing these films. So now this lighting is more like what my skin really looks like. You can see a zit right there. So now, all right, I'm going to take this matte lipstick in Crushed Rubies from Revlon. And I chose this because it's a brighter red. It's not like a deep red. Kind of has a pink undertone to it. And they did say that they always did matte lips. There was one type of kind of gloss that they would do, but not very often, and it wasn't like gloss like we think of gloss. Apparently the first gloss wasn't created until I think the 30s, and it was called like rated X or X rated, and like they thought shiny lips was X rated. I don't know. Okay, so the lips are on. The eyes are done. Typically, I would put on lashes. I am a faux lash girl, but they didn't have faux lashes back then, so I'm going to leave them off, as hard as that is for me. But I'm kind of liking this better now. So I'm going to take the hair down and show you guys the final look of my silent film heroine look. Okay, the hair came down. Only had one that really gave me a hard time. By the way, I curled it because her hair was usually curled, and they usually had a headpiece, you know, those kind of 20s looking with like the feathers or little jewels, or the like little hat that would sit just on the top of their head. But yes, this is my attempt at a silent film star's makeup. I feel like I should be doing like, you know, all the crazy facial expressions that they had to do. But I liked this. This was fun. It got me to curl my hair, which you will probably never see again. Yes, it looks pretty. I just don't have the patience or the time to do this very often, and I'm sure it will fall because I never curl it. But you guys, this was really fun. This is why I love doing the Random Beauty Support Group. It always gets me out of my comfort zone, gets me to try things I've never tried before. Keep this in mind if you have like an event that is themed, you know, if you want to do a Halloween or a party theme, try like, ooh, let's all come as like silent film inspired like actors or actresses. And then maybe you could reference this video, and be sure and check out the other girls. It could be crazy. Like I'm expecting some sewed mouth shut. Like some of these girls are real creative with that type of makeup. That is not me. Again, I'm like, let's go as glamorous as possible. So go check them out. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please sub if you haven't. I'm growing. Thank you guys so much. And as always, have fun shopping. Budget shopping. Bye.